What do some people in India want? They want that what happened in Nepal happens in India. And what has happened in Nepal? The wife of a former Prime Minister, Chula Nath Khanal, was set ablaze. These are the visuals. She succumbed to her burns. This was not a student's protest, it was a riotous mob. And let us say collectively today, hashtag never in India. Some people say that what happened in Nepal can happen in India. Nepal's former Prime Minister, Sher Bahadur Deuba, was beaten by the protesters, but was rescued from their clutches later and taken away by the army. Some people say that what happened in Nepal should happen in India. In Nepal, their finance minister was seen running on the streets as people chased him. He was punched and kicked on video. He was later stripped of his clothes and chased into a river by angry protesters. There is a Samajwadi Party leader who said and who tweeted, with delight, Nepal today, tomorrow India. ऐसी स्थिति किसी भी देश में पैदा हो सकती है. Therefore, what this man wants is for the Supreme Court to be burnt down, because that is exactly what has happened in Nepal. How can they talk like this? How can some politicians be so irresponsible? Supreme Court being burned down. Some other people take delight, like Sanjay Raut, who again takes the line, Nepal today, ये हादसा किसी भी देश में पैदा हो सकता है. Therefore, what Sanjay Raut wants is the parliament burned down, because that is what has happened in Nepal. The parliament of Nepal burned down. And some Indian politicians say this can happen in India. The question is not today only what Indian politicians want to happen, because they can't win elections in India. The question is what America wants. America wants a rapper mayor. A rapper mayor to take over Nepal. You may believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, this man is going to be the next Prime Minister of Nepal. He is 34, 35 years old. He does rap music. You can listen to his music. He dances. Very close to the Americans, and they are going to make him Prime Minister of Nepal. America wants an unelected Yunus-type person to keep power away from any elected government. America basically, ladies and gentlemen, wants to create a situation of Yunus and rapper-type figures, and therefore they want power without polls. The whole idea of America is to seize power in countries around India, to try and contain India, and their policy is to have power without elections. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a time in our country's history when we must be very careful about mobocracy. What is mobocracy? Mobocracy is a state of anarchy where mob rule prevails, meaning that decisions, lives and actions are determined by an uncontrolled crowd or a majority acting like a mob rather than with rational debate, democratic institutions, or established legal frameworks. Mobocracy is when chaotic, impulsive, and violent public opinion dominates over reasoned leadership or lawful governance. Mobocracy is the real worry. And listen tonight to the man who I believe keeps encouraging, endorsing, and propagating the thought of mobocracy.
I can see there is a fire that is starting in Bihar.
How would you react if something 3.5 times Europe suddenly went non-democratic? Right? That's happened already. The so-called defenders of democracy, which are the United States, European countries, seem to just be oblivious that a huge chunk of the democratic model has come undone.
It is a dead economy. Are you people not aware of this? आपको ये मालूम नहीं है कि इंडियन इकोनॉमी डेड इकोनॉमी है?
While Rahul Gandhi takes that kind of a line, Trump is also angry, and Trump will look for every opportunity to try and contain India and target India. And the reason for this is because the entire world, the global media, global opinion makers are saying that Narendra Modi, through his tact, through his leadership and through his style, and by refusing to give in to the pressure of American tariffs, has put Donald Trump in his place. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, whether we accept it or not, there is a tug of war between Donald Trump and Narendra Modi. There is a context in which all of what has happened in Nepal is happening. Just listen to this.
For many years, it was a one-sided relationship. Only now, since I came along, and because of the power that we have with tariffs, India was charging us tremendous tariffs, about the highest in the world. They were about the highest in the world.
भारत अपने किसानों के, पशुपालकों के और मछुआरे भाई बहनों के हितों के साथ कभी भी समझौता नहीं करेगा। और मैं जानता हूं, व्यक्तिगत रूप से मुझे बहुत बड़ी कीमत चुकानी पड़ेगी, लेकिन मैं इसके लिए तैयार हूं। भारत के किसान, भारत के पशुपालक, भारत के मछुआरे, ये हमारी सबसे बड़ी प्राथमिकता है। भारत के किसान, भारत के मछुआरे, भारत के पशुपालक, उनसे जुड़ी किसी भी अहितकारी नीति के आगे मोदी दीवार बन के खड़ा है।
In the coming few days, we have to be very careful. I'm not saying that what happened in Nepal can never happen in India. It will never happen in India. But we have to be careful of people who have shown the proclivity of promoting violence in the past. Listen to this.
ये जो नरेंद्र मोदी अभी भाषण दे रहा है, मैं आपको बता रहा हूं, 6 महीने बाद, 7-8 महीने बाद ये घर से नहीं निकल पाएगा। हिंदुस्तान के युवा इसको ऐसा डंडा मारेंगे, इसको समझा देंगे कि हिंदुस्तान के युवा को रोजगार देने के बिना ये देश आगे नहीं बढ़ सकता है।
You also have to be extremely careful of people who go to foreign countries and ask for intervention either from the Pakistanis or through others, and who always play on creating a sense of doubt which leads to mob violence in India, like in Bangladesh, like in Nepal.
ले आइए, इनको हटाइए। अच्छा, तो इनको आप ही हटा सकते नहीं है। हमें ले आइए, इनको हटाइए। अच्छा, तो इनको आप ही हटा सकते नहीं है।
More fundamentally, we also have to be careful to not let any situation emerge where certain leaders in the name of religion provoke any community to hit the streets.
I am cautioning and warning this government. If you bring and make a WAF law in the present form, which will be violation of Article 25, 26 and 14, it will lead to social instability in this country.
We have to be watchful because signs of mobocracy are emerging everywhere. I also want to put a context to all of this as we see the visuals of the violence in Kathmandu. A few days back, an American C-17 aircraft landed in Pakistan's Noor Khan Air Base. It lingered for a few hours and then it took off. It was said that this aircraft, this US Air Force C-17 aircraft, went to Pakistan for flood relief. But many people have raised eyebrows over it because there is a potential shift in American-Pakistan military ties. The secretive nature of that visit of the American Air Force plane, coupled with the strategic importance of the Pakistani Air Force base where it landed, raises eyebrows about deepening cooperation between Pakistan and America on the military front. Therefore, my appeal to all fellow Indians is to be extremely careful and watchful over the next weeks and months. After all, we are battling the world's largest economy and we are the world's most populous nation. This is not a battle without consequences. We have to watch what happened in Bangladesh and Nepal. I'm sure they will turn around in the way the Maldives government has turned around and understand that America is their best friend. But Donald Trump is not a man to be trusted, and he can go to any extent now.